Welcome to the CartHero podcast. My mission for this podcast is to break down the complexity of the journey from 0 to 9 figures in the most simplistic form possible. I want to share what I'm learning to help you sell more products and profit more. From that, my hope is that you'll give back to the missions that are important to you. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome back to the CartHero podcast. I'm here with my friend Jeremy Friedland, he's an entrepreneur, a Christian, and a good friend of mine. And so I'm super excited to have him on the podcast, and we're just going to have a conversation, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of nuggets that everyone can pull out of this. So it's going to be really cool. Like I said, he's an entrepreneur. He has been in e-commerce. I know that you've had a course called Giveaway Secrets.
Yep.
I know that's been pretty popular. We also just talked about your Automate Pro, which is a marketing automation software. And then you also have the Local Alliance, which is the small business marketing. And I know that you got a lot going on with that, but I specifically wanted to start off and talk about the Local Alliance.
Okay.
The reason for that is because I love the fact that you're giving 25% of profits to community and good causes. And you may be doing something similar with the Automate Pro. I'm not real sure, but I just love that. And I love that about you. So I'm curious, like what kind of motivated you to give back, with your company? What's kind of the backstory with that?
Yeah, well, we just wanted to, we wanted to be able to give back to the community and see our community grow, especially where we're at. I'm in the Portland, Oregon area, and it's probably one of the worst places in the country for homelessness and drug abuse. And you're just seeing people deteriorate on the streets, and it's really sad, but we live in a beautiful area. I'm not sure if you've ever been to the Pacific Northwest, but it's gorgeous here. Like I'm looking out right now on 40 acres of farmland with trees and horses and cows, and that's my front yard. And it's gorgeous. And then you drive 10 minutes down the street, and there's a tent camp with garbage and people using the bathroom on the side of the freeway, and it breaks my heart. And so we teamed up with a company called Open House Ministries here in the area, and they, for the last 20 something years, have really specialized in taking people off the streets, getting them clean, educating them on what causes them to fall back into addiction, educating them on financial matters so that they can not only get a job, because they have a workforce there as well. So you can actually get a job within Open House at one of their coffee shops or the thrift store or something like that. So they teach you how to actually have a job and develop work skills. They have a bike shop where they teach you like how to repair bicycles and have a skill. But they also teach you, financial matters. So like financial literacy, like how to spend money, how to cook food, because that's a big thing for people is they don't know how to cook food. Mm-hmm. If they get a box of, when you go to like a food bank, they just hand you a box full of stuff, like random beans and, random stuff. And they look at this and like, I don't know how do you do this. So I'm just going to go to McDonald's and eat that.
God, I've never even really thought about it like that. It's like giving them the stuff that that you think they need, but they don't know what to do with it.
They don't know what to do with it. So really they take this food and it just goes in the cupboard because they don't know how to take a can of beans and some chili, some verde sauce and some pasta or whatever, and make a meal out of that. So literally they'll open up a can of beans and just eat the beans, and then the other stuff they don't like, they'll just whatever. So anyway, long story short, they really help people get back on their feet, and especially with families, and get them to be like functional members of society again. And so that for me, I think that's just a calling that God had on my heart and my business partner's heart, and just said, let's help them do this. So right now they're actually trying to fund like a $6 million project to build probably more than that actually, but I think that's all they need left, about 6 million. But they're building a 30 unit apartment building that's going to be low income housing, free room and board for like 6 months, I think. And then after they get clean and they get jobs and stuff like that, then if they want to continue to stay, then they can rent it for low income housing rates. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, cool. Well, I'm like, I'm just so excited, and I know that we haven't really been friends that long. I mean, I guess we probably met like, I don't know, going on a year or so.
Yeah.
Now, but it's just rare that you come across people that, you know, are in business and entrepreneurship, but then also kind of have that heart of giving back. So
Yeah.
I love that about you, and like that's like, you know, one of the things that I like being your friend because you know, it's just awesome to see what you're doing and just giving back. So cool. Well, so we talked about the, you know, the different things that you've done, been in e-commerce with Giveaway Secrets, and on the last episode of CartHero, I talked a lot about funnels, and I really want, in that episode, I broke it down into like the most simplistic form of what a funnel is, which is, in my eyes, it's a dedicated buying journey for a customer. So, you know, just to recap, like with a Shopify store or WooCommerce or anything like that, when you're sending traffic or you're sending visitors over to a store, you're really putting the buying journey in their hands. They can go to any pages that they want to, like, it's up to them. But then with a funnel, you're dedicating and you're sending them through a path that you design that, you know, is really optimized for conversions. It's optimized to, you know, to provide your customers with what you think that they want next. So I know that you've done the giveaway funnels a lot, and I know that there's a lot of people who's like, okay, well, like I've got the concept of, you know, funnel being a dedicated checkout and a path, but there's also like 10 to 15 different funnel types that me and you have probably both used, and I know that giveaway funnels is kind of been your expertise. So can you give us like a high level overview of what a giveaway funnel is, and kind of how it's been useful for you?
Yeah. So I'll do a little bit of backstory here as well. So I had a essential oils business, and it wasn't doTERRA. My wife does doTERRA, but I was actually trying to build this business so that she could basically get more people into doTERRA if she wanted to, but she wasn't interested in that. So long story short, though, it was doing really well, and then it wasn't. And I had randomly, I guess I did a giveaway. I didn't even remember doing it, but I did like a really basic giveaway using ManyChat years prior when I first started the business as a catapult to get people, you know, to get my Facebook page going and get people in the door. Because I always saw value and always heard from really successful entrepreneurs, like, you need to build a list. Like, the money is in the list always, whether it's SMS, and this was before SMS was even a thing, but like your email list is like, if your business were to like collapse to the ground, you still have your list. Mm-hmm. So that was always ingrained in my memory and always ingrained in my belief system as an entrepreneur, is like, build the list. I don't care if they buy right now, build the list. And so I guess I built a list. I didn't remember doing it. But the business wasn't doing well. I had this ManyChat bot that had like a couple thousand people on it, but I hadn't talked to them in 2 years. Like, I hadn't sent them a message through ManyChat in 2 years.
Wow.
And, you know, ManyChat has Facebook has a 24-hour rule. Mm-hmm. Where you can't. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? So I got creative with it. I basically asked a question as my initial, as long as it can't be a promotional message. So I did a non-promotional message just saying, hey, it's Jeremy here. Been a while since we've chatted, but, you know, got something kind of cool going on here. Do you want to hear about it? Mm-hmm. And I set up the yes or no, you know, yes. So once they said yes, I was like, awesome. Here's what's going on. We're doing a jewelry sale, you know, and all the jewelry is $10. It's all whatever. So anyway, so I made a bunch of money. I think I made $2,700 in 3 days from that one message I hadn't talked to for 2 years. And I was like, then I had to think back. I'm like, how did I build this? And I was like, went into ClickFunnels, originally ClickFunnels back then, which I don't use anymore. Went into ClickFunnels and saw that I had this old giveaway funnel. I was like, shoot. So I modified it, and I spent the next 3 months dialing in the process to make sure that it was repeatable, that it wasn't just a fluke. Mm-hmm. And ended up taking the store that was literally doing nothing. I gave up on the store, went from 0 to 15,000 a month in 90 days.
Wow.
And that was recurring because I had set up through the funnel, I had set up a subscription program. So they were subscribers at $40 a month. And I ended up getting 283 subscribers or something like that. through the giveaway funnel. And so that was kind of the start of that.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So the cool thing about the giveaway funnel, sorry, I got off track a little bit there, but want to give a little bit of backstory on how the funnel works. So what happens is I basically send people from a Facebook ad or a Facebook post. It's a usually comment trigger post or something like that, or some sort of JSON messenger ad, and they get taken from a post into ManyChat.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm actually taking them into my software now because I have messenger integration into my software. So now they're coming in through my software. That triggers a bot to activate and then sends them to the giveaway funnel. And the giveaway funnel is really simple. It gets their name, email, and phone number to enter the giveaway. You can also like ask a question, like, what interests you about this, this business, or how long have you been interested in this niche or whatever. Like if it's a product, like if it's a hunting product, like how many years have you been hunting? You can ask kind of qualifying questions if you want to, but I usually save that for later. But super simple: name, email, phone number. And the data that I've gotten is about 97% of people are giving away their name, email, and phone number.
Wow.
So you compare that to Shopify. When you send someone to a Shopify store, conversion rate on Shopify, average conversion rate for a purchase is 2.1% of people. So you send 100 people to your store, 2 of them are buying something from you. The conversion rate to a lead, or to a lead, essentially getting their name or getting their email or phone number, is about 7%.
Mm-hmm.
So about 7 people out of 100 are giving you the ability to contact them back in some way or shape or form. But with the giveaway funnel, because they have the opportunity to win something of value, and the trick with the giveaway is that it has to be something that's above your standard store value. So like you take your average order value of, $30 or something like that. It has to be above that. So
Right.
it has to be something that they're basically saying, well, this isn't something I would normally buy or afford, but I see the value and I really want it. So it has to be something they really want, number one. And then you get that information. But imagine sending 100 people to your Shopify store, and 97 of them give you all the goods.
Oh yeah.
So,
and just to pause you right there, I want to iterate on the point of like getting these, we're calling them leads or potential customers, because as we all know, like the cost of media buying and Facebook ads and like Google ads, like it's just steadily going up over and over and over. And as long as you just keep marketing to people without capturing their information, you're going to continue to have to pay for ads.
Yeah.
But if once you collect those emails and SMS, and like you can then take them off of the Facebook or Google platform, and then they're now you own that data. You can do anything you want to. You can email them, you can SMS them, you can send them. One thing that we do that a lot of people don't do that works well is direct mail. So like
totally, yes.
Like all these things, like to get the customer's information, capture them as a lead is so important. And I don't have enough like data about this, but a lot of people in the industry, and this has been true in my business as well. It's like you can basically account for that an email or an SMS lead is worth like $1 a month on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of like industry standard. So the bigger you can build that email list and SMS list, you can make pretty much $1 a month off of each one of those leads. So super important. So
totally agree with that. And that's the industry standard that I've heard as well, is about $1 per lead, assuming you're messaging them and being consistent with you.
Right.
Stuff like that. It's like you got to do something with the list to make it work. But you think about that in terms of dollars and cents. So average cost, that's the other benefit of the giveaway, is that if you're sending people directly to your store, you're sending them doing a Facebook ad, and you're sending them to your store, it's about $1.50 to $2 a click right now to get them to go to your store. And then they're converting at 2%.
Yeah.
I mean,
how you gonna make it?
How are you gonna make it? It's costing you a fortune to just get a customer. I mean, they better buy $100 worth of stuff to even be worth it.
Right.
So then comparatively, the average cost for a giveaway lead, and this has been a little while now, but it's between 37 cents and $1, depending on the product. So I mean, you're cutting your cost per lead, in a quarter, pretty much, and you have all the data, and now you own them, right? So it doesn't make logical sense to keep on sending people to your store.
Exactly.
So now the other benefit to this is that with the giveaway funnel is once they enter the giveaway, the next step is they get sent to a page. And with your software, they're not getting sent to a new page, which is awesome. They're just getting down the next line. They stay on the same page. So that's what I love about your software is that it doesn't have to reload another page, right? Because depending on the platform, like with ClickFunnels, goodness gracious, who knows what time of day it is? It could just completely go down. They're not getting into that page. So that's what's beautiful is with your software, it's just loading the next part of the funnel, and everything's trackable, right? I think when we talked, that was one of my concerns is like, well, yeah, but what if they get to the, this product page and how's it tracking the sale? And you're like, oh, well, we already have it programmed. So it just tracks, hits that trigger and tracks the sale. Like, yes. So in the traditional funnel though, is they go to the next page and it says, hey, thanks for entering the giveaway. You get a prize just for entering. All you have to do is pay shipping, right? So now you're offering them a prize, which is usually, the cost of it's a couple bucks shipped, $2 to $3 shipped, and you're charging, anywhere from my average pricing was $4.95 to $5.95 for shipping costs per item. So then you offer multiples. So you can say, hey, you can get one for $5.95, or you can get two for $10.90, and you can kind of do like a scaling discount, or you can get 10 for $40. Those are kind of my deals. So now I think it was about 11% of people were taking that offer, right? So 11% conversion rate on that. And even if it was a standard conversion rate, like 4 to 5%, still better than a Shopify. Okay. But now your lead gen is paid for.
Yeah.
So now you're getting free leads or profitable leads at a profit, right? So you're basically getting paid to build a list. And then on the next page, for the people that took the offer, the free plus shipping offer or the free prize offer, now you're offering them either a discount on the giveaway item, or you're offering them another, like a bracelet or something like that for $1 that then leads into a subscription program. And how I came up with the discounted item was actually, I was initially running the giveaways of like, hey, thanks for entering. Here's a free prize. Giveaways at this time. Congratulations. And I had multiple people asking me, can I just buy the giveaway item? Like, can you just give it to me at a discount or something like that? I don't want to go through this whole giveaway process. I don't want to show up to a Facebook Live. I never win anything. But if you can give me a discount, I really want this item. That would be awesome. And I had enough people asking me that question that I was like, this just makes sense to put that as part of the process.
Yeah.
So then it would say, hey, if you don't want to wait for the giveaway, you can actually win this, get this for a 40% discount or a 30% discount. It has to be pretty significant, but hopefully your margins are good enough that you can do that. And then that was turning into another bump and making that giveaway process even more profitable. So that's essentially the funnel.
Yeah. So the offer that you're putting on, so after they come, they give you their information on the giveaway, they enter the giveaway, and then they go to, we'll call it an irresistible offer. Could be free plus shipping, a low ticket, something like that. What products do you put there? Is it something that kind of goes with the initial giveaway? Is it the giveaway product? Is it something completely different? What's worked best on that page?
Yeah, so it's related to the niche, obviously. So I think, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's a problem. That's the mistake that most people make when they're doing giveaways, is they're doing a giveaway for an iPad or a vacation or something that everybody would want, right?
What your niche is about. And
it's not anything related to their niche. And they logically aren't thinking like, oh, I should just give away a product I actually have on my store. Like, ding, 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 ding. Yes, you should. Because then that's going to filter out all the people. Like, for me, I'm giving away an essential oil diffuser, right? Like, not everybody wants an essential oil diffuser. Only people that are interested in that niche are going to want a diffuser in their house blowing off, stinky, air, good stinky air, in their house. So that automatically narrows down like 90% of the population doesn't want that kind of stuff. So that was really important. But yeah, so the irresistible offer is for me, it was a essential oil bracelet, right? So a diffuser bracelet that had like lava stones on it. You put oil on the bracelet, and that was the free prize. It would vary from a necklace, but it's usually some piece of jewelry, right? Because jewelry has a very high perceived value and low cost. So my cost out the door, the cost of the bracelet was 87 cents. And my cost out the door shipped to the customer was $2.10.
Right.
So $2.10, I'm charging $5.95, and then if they bought 10 of them or 5 of them, now I'm really in money because, it's costing me, $4 for 5 of them. And the shipping price is the same because they weigh like 2 ounces, not even an ounce. So that was negligible there. So always related to the product though. Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Cool. So once they come to get the lead, then you present them with that irresistible offer. We're going to talk on the next podcast. We're actually going to talk about free plus shipping offer. So that's going to be really cool. But so after they get the free plus shipping bracelet, what comes next in the funnel? What all have you tried? Have you tried offering them that giveaway product at a discount? What's kind of next on the upsell pages?
Yeah, so the next page is I've tested 2 things. One is a discount on the giveaway item. So it's I was doing like a 40% discount on those because my margins were so big that it didn't matter. And for them, it's like 40%, like really irresistible.
Yeah.
It would be like it'd be like $100 diffuser or something like that for $60 or something like that. So they were plus free shipping. So they're like, yeah, I'll take that. So the way you frame it obviously is really important. If you don't say this is a $100 offer plus, $10 for shippings, we're going to give it to you for 40% off plus free shipping. Like, okay, I just saved, $50. So, so that was one offer. And the other one was that I tested was a, basically, hey, get this necklace for $1 or just diffuser necklace for $1 or another bracelet. I find that more people buy bracelets than necklaces, which is really interesting. So I tested out necklaces versus bracelets, and bracelets won out every time. I think they're just less personal. When someone wears a necklace, it's especially women. Yeah, it's a lot more personal. So, so the bracelet won out most of the time. So I'd offer another bracelet for $1 with a 14 when they entered, and then they'd be entered into a 14-day free trial of my subscription service, which came with a newsletter. So I had a gal that was writing up a newsletter for essential oil related items. So she did like a health and wellness newsletter. There was a $10 a month value, and then they'd get a 20% discount in the store. So a permanent 20% discount in the store. And then they'd get whatever the subscription box was every month. So that was that offer. And they could opt out. I was very clear. So you have to be very clear with the subscription offer. Otherwise you can get into a lot of trouble. So I would make people check a box that says, I understand that I'm entering into a trial subscription offer, and in 14 days, I'm going to be billed the whole amount. Right. So that was very clear, but that had a 40% take rate. That's a 40% take rate of people that now they obviously the numbers are, between 5 and 11% of people would take the irresistible offer. And then of those 40% would take the subscription offer, but still a huge take rate. I think in a couple of months of running that offer, I had 283 new subscribers for a $40 a month subscription.
Right. Paying you over and over and over.
Let's keep on running the traffic.
Keep running the traffic. Well, that's awesome. Well, cool. Well, I know it's kind of cool. We started off getting leads, and then now here we are talking about getting monthly, like recurring. So that's how quick a funnel can transform the business. Next, I want to talk about this is the part that a lot of people forget about. So they're getting the leads coming in. they have the offer, they focus on their funnel. But what about the people who didn't buy, they came, entered their information for the giveaway? What's happening on that side of things? Tell us about how the giveaway day, and I'm sure there's like email follow-ups and stuff like that. So what kind of goes on there?
Yeah. So a really important piece that I found is that when somebody enters the giveaway, they're immediately put into a nurture sequence about your business. Mm-hmm. So your first email after they enter the giveaway should be, congratulations on entering the giveaway. Here's the date and time that it's happening. I do my giveaways on Facebook Live or, Instagram or whatever. But they're a live giveaway, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but they're a live giveaway. So the first email is, here's what we're doing. Congratulations, entered in the giveaway. Here's when it's happening. Make sure to be there. And then after that, you're telling stories about your business. Like, hey, here's a little bit about our business, why we started, what's important to us, where our values are, so you're kind of nurturing a little bit, nurturing them. And eventually the nurture leads into some sale, offering products and stuff like that. So that should always be part of the program. So nurture, promotion, nurture, promotion. Mm-hmm. It's kind of how I do that. So it's like 75% nurturing and, let them know about who you are and what's important to you and stuff like that. And then go into a sale. Now, once they become a customer, then you can send more promotional emails and stuff like that. So hopefully my dogs don't start barking here. But the live giveaway, so then the live giveaway happens. And so I send them a message on ManyChat, SMS, email, letting them know, hey, live giveaway's happening right now. So I usually send a ManyChat message, or was ManyChat, and I'm using my own software, but I send them a Facebook message an hour before that says, hey, giveaway's happening in an hour. At this time, here's your time zones. So one thing I noticed is that people don't know where they live. They don't know what time it is where they live. So if you said 9 a.m. PST, they're like, they don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Really crazy to me. But so I would break it down. Like, if you live in, on the East Coast, so this is your time frame. If you live, so I had to let them know, but then get them to show up on the live. And then on the live giveaway, it's really just, usually my lives are between 40 minutes and an hour.
Oh, wow.
And people are like, why does it take so long to give something away? I'm like, because I'm not just giving something away. I'm selling, baby. Let's go.
Got stuff to sell. Got bills to pay.
I would set it up in, I set up some comment triggers inside of ManyChat, so that during the giveaway, so how I typically do it is about 10 to 20% of people from your list are actually showing up on the live giveaway. Mm-hmm. So if 1,000 people sign up for your giveaway, 100 to 200 are actually showing up live, right? Which is fine. But I make it so that they have to be on the giveaway to win the prize.
That's cool.
Well, 80% of people not showing up, there's a good chance that the name you're going to call isn't going to be there.
Yeah.
Right. So I would use a software called Random Number Generator. I would put in so if there's 1,000 people, I'd put it in there. I'd hit the button and it'd say, 845. And so I'd go down to my Excel spreadsheet on the call and say, okay, 845 is, Trisha Smith. All right, Trisha Smith, are you here? You have 1 minute to answer, and I'd wait a minute, and then Trisha Smith isn't here. We're going to choose another name. But before we choose another name, we have the special offer. Mm-hmm. And you have 5 minutes to claim it, So I'd show it. I'd usually have the product and I'd say, hey, it's this awesome, essential oil mug. It's a 16-ounce mug, yada, yada. It has this saying on it. So this mug right now is going to be, 30% off. So just type in mug in the comments and you'll get sent a link to buy it. Mm-hmm. And so they'll type in mug in the comments, and I have it set up in ManyChat. So if they type in the word mug, it sends them a Facebook Messenger with a link to that product. So they have 5 minutes to buy. The cool thing is I keep the volume on my phone. And so with Shopify,
all those things.
Ching, 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 ching. I'm like, all right, guys, thanks a lot. You're all fine. All right. Well, you only have a couple more minutes to purchase. And in between then, I'm answering questions, right? Like if they have questions about the product or the niche or, is essential oil. So a lot of times they'd be like, hey, what's a good essential oil for allergies or whatever? I'm like, all right, well, you want to combine peppermint, lavender and lemon. That's a great allergy mix or whatever. You can diffuse it or you can take it internally. Yada, yada. So I'd answer questions about that. And then my people, my loyal people, because you build a huge fan base when you're doing stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And so they would start answering questions. and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I got this oil. And so there'd be a lot of collaboration and whatnot. And then you do that 3 more times. And then on the 3rd time, if they weren't there after calling 3 people, then I would choose somebody from the live. So basically I would just go through and scroll randomly and point to somebody. And I know there's a better way there's actually software now that can actually pick someone from the comments, which I'm going to be integrating, but so you pick somebody from the comments and then they're the winner.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, you say, all right, everybody, thanks for those of you that didn't win. If you still want the giveaway prize, you can get it. We'll honor our offer of 40% off or 30% off. You have 48 hours. So next 48 hours, you can get that at 40% off. And you can also get 25% off anything in the store for the next 48 hours. So here's the codes for that. Mm-hmm. And then they would go and, I always saw usually, $600 to $1,000 easily per live that I was in a 40-minute time period.
Wow.
And more sales trickle in during the course of the next 48 hours.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's actually, so like all these different, so these people just started out on like filling out a form to enter this giveaway. And then there's like all these, you have your funnel, and then you got your follow-up sequences and your lives. And like, that just kind of ties into one thing that I see a lot of people making a mistake on, is that everywhere throughout like the customer's journey is a spot to be selling. And of course there's that building that relationship and nurturing them. But so many people are leaving so many places and holes inside of their process that could, like, I never would have thought about, really how powerful it would have been to get all of them giveaway entries onto a live and like all of those things. It's just like, everywhere from your shipping confirmation emails and like putting an offer there and talking about doing them on when you got them in the giveaway live and the follow-up emails. It's like everywhere is a good spot to put an offer.
Yeah, huge. The biggest miss that I see people making is the thank you page.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your purchase. See ya.
Yeah.
What an opportunity when someone's giving you money to say, here's some other products that we have for sale. Here's a discount for next time you buy. The thing I like to tell people to do when they make a purchase, especially from Shopify or anywhere really, what's going to happen next? Mm-hmm. Like in the online space, especially with seniors, people that are a little bit older or not as tech savvy, there is a reluctance and a fear that they are not going to get the product they just paid for. Mm-hmm. And when someone buys something from you and they go to a thank you page that just says, thank you, there's no reassurance there. They're living on a hope and a prayer that they're going to get their product.
Yeah.
And so if you have a video that says, thanks, Shirley, that's kind of an old person name. My grandma's name. Thanks, or you don't say their name.
Shout out to Shirley.
Shout out to Shirley's. Just say, hey, thank you so much for your order. This is Jeremy with Sassy Essentials. I just want to give you a heads up and let you know what's going to happen next. So right now, we actually got your order. We're going to be packaging that order up. We're going to go pick it from our warehouse. We're going to package it up, and we're going to make sure we have a nice little shipping label on there for you. And we're going to be sending that out in the next, 2 to 3 days. And it should probably take about 2 to 3 days to get to you. So in the next week or so, you should be getting your order, and then we're going to send you a review to make sure that you like your product. And we really hope that you're going to buy from us again. So if you look below on the page, you're going to see a discount for future purchases. So if you feel like, buying something again in the near future, you can go ahead and use that discount, and just as a sign of appreciation from us for trusting us with your order. And I mean, what a game changer, right? They're like, wow,
yeah.
And then you can send them customized emails. So I like to use a software called Pick Snippets, but there's lots of other ones out there as well. But you can send them an email with holding up a card that says, thanks, Shirley, we got your order. Yeah. Warehouse is celebrating. We're packaging it up right now. And they get an email that looks like handwriting, mm-hmm. right? Or on a whiteboard, like you could put it on a whiteboard or whatever, and point to the name and say, thanks, Shirley, for your order. And they literally think that you just went and took a picture, and they're just like, whoa, and it blows them away. So yeah. So many things that you can do to really cement in that customer.
Yeah. And talking about the thank you and confirmation page, I love that video idea. And then also one thing that we've had a lot of success with, but and, talking about the giveaway funnel, if you captured their phone number on the giveaway, this probably wouldn't be as useful to get them on the SMS. But a lot of times on funnels that we don't capture SMS up front, what we do is we put, a line on the thank you page like, hey, if you'd like to receive a tracking, SMS tracking number when your order ships, click here and, sign up. And when you frame it as, would you like to receive a tracking number? Everyone's like, yeah, like again, going back to what you said, like Shirley is kind of contemplating at this point, like they have that thing in their back of their head, like, is this real? Is this legit? Like, am I going to get it? And so when you offer them to sign up for the SMS to get their tracking number, they're like, yeah, I got to have a tracking number. So we were seeing like, 70% of people jumping on our SMS list from putting that on the thank you page.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then another thing, like hitting on, you talked about putting like the personalized images and like how important it is to be personal with your customers. Our business, we have like inside of the packages, we have a little, like it's an encouragement card. It kind of looks like a business card, and it's got like an encouragement, print on the front, like, today is a great day or whatever. But then on the back of it, we have like handwritten, like a thank you message, like, hey, thank you for your order. We appreciate you supporting our small business, and signed either like me or somebody in the warehouse or something like that. We wrote them out on copy paper, just like wrote the messages out and then scanned those in. And then when we send them to the printer, it looks like it's written in pen. Like you can't tell it. And so like we get so many people. What we do is we'll have like our designer will take and go around the whole warehouse, and we'll get 15 to 20 people to write out like a thank you message. And then those will be randomly printed on those thank you cards. When they all come in, we just dump them in a big box. And so there's like all these combinations of different thank you cards, and we just put one in every single order. And it's amazing like how many people respond back or comment on things like, hey, thank you for taking the time to write that message, or, or whatever. And I mean, I guess it's not bad that it wasn't really handwritten. Thought was there. That's what counts.
Yeah. No, but it was handwritten.
Yeah, I mean, it was handwritten, but we didn't write it out for Miss Shirley. But they love it.
That's a great idea because it's actual handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say Shirley orders something else, and she gets another handwritten card, but in different handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I mean, for me, I'd be like, this is two different people. That's two different hands, Yeah. That's a pretty cool. I never thought about doing that. That's a really good idea.
And like we change, like what she'll do, our designer will go through and she'll get people to do it like every couple of weeks, so that we're constantly writing a different message and getting different people's handwriting. And then when they come in, we just dump on a big box. And I would tend to say like there's very few people who have ordered like back to back and just so happen to got the same card with the same mess, like the same. That'd be pretty rare. So
man, that's great. That's cool.
Yeah, so I love that. Well, cool. So let's just say after the giveaway is all over, this is kind of the last question that I want to ask you is, how do you nurture and kind of maintain that relationship with the customer, and what kind of happens after the giveaway funnel is over and the giveaways, like this one giveaway, is over? Yeah,
so it's kind of cool. So it has the way that I do it, it has a kind of a compounding effect. So I let old giveaway entries enter the giveaways again. So I email them back, say, hey, we're doing another, and I do my giveaways weekly. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do that, but I just find that keeps people, excited. So if I have it for a month, so I'll do a giveaway for a month. I'll give away the same thing for 4 weeks in a row. And so those people will get emailed back again and say, hey, we're doing another giveaway. You're still entered in it, whatever. Or, I'll make them sign up again or whatever. Go back through it. But the cool thing is that when they get the offer again, because if they go through the giveaway funnel again and it says, hey, we're giving away this free plus shipping prize, but you only have 5 minutes to claim it. Like in my funnel, they only have 5 minutes to claim it. Mm-hmm. So if they don't make the decision in 5 minutes, it disappears off the page. They don't have it. So what I saw happening is a major increase in the amount of people taking the free plus shipping offer, because they knew if they didn't take it then, it was actually going to go away.
Yeah.
Right. So they're like, oh no. So it had this big compounding effect. The other cool thing that happened is that the other benefit to the giveaway is it grows your social media channel, because as part of the giveaway sequence, when they go after they enter, I have more mini chat bots or more messenger bots going out. That one of them surveys them. So for instance, in my essential oil one, a couple days after they enter the giveaway, it says, hey, how long have you been using essential oils? Or how often do you use essential oils? And it would say, every day, occasionally, or I don't use them at all. Right. And then I'd say based on the filter. So if they said occasionally and every day, then they'd go into a different sequence. It says, great. What's your favorite brand of oil? Yada, yada, and filter them more. That way I have almost like a built-in survey. So I know what to sell them. Right. And then if they said, I don't use them at all, then I would say, totally understand, probably new to you or whatever. Is this something you'd be interested in learning more about? Or did you just enter the giveaway to win a prize? Like I was just legit about like, are you just trying to get something free, or are you actually interested in this niche?
You're a tire kicker, you're going to spend some money with me.
Exactly. And so they would, and people were honest for the most part, and they'd say, I'm interested in learning more. And if they were interested in learning more, then they'd go into a nurture sequence, educational information about essential oils and how they work. So here's how essential oils work. Here's what oils you should be using for this, that, and the other thing, and kind of start nurturing them into learning more about it. So then they'd buy your products and services and stuff like that. But the people that said, I just want to win a prize, unsubscribe. Like, I don't want you on my list. So they'd be just out. I mean, they could still enter the giveaway, but they would not get any more messages about, the business and stuff like that. But it also, the other message that would go out would be like, hey, make sure to, as soon as they entered the giveaway, and we set up a trigger that says they've entered, then they get a series of messages after that says, hey, thanks for entering the giveaway. You're officially entered. Make sure to go back to our Facebook post and tag a few friends that would be interested in this as well. So then they'd tag their friends and it'd have a virality to it. And I took a page from like a couple thousand to 30,000 likes in, a matter of a couple months. Wow. So that has so you can build whatever social media channel you want. If you want more TikTok subscribers, you want more Pinterest subscribers, if you want more whatever, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, that's where you send people, wherever you want to grow it. So that was a huge thing. And then afterwards, after the giveaway, then you're just sending offers. You're sending some nurture offers, some stories, like, as an example for essential oil, like, here's how I use peppermint oil to give me more energy here's how I replaced coffee. So you can do like a hook. Yeah. Like here's the oil that I use to completely eliminate my need for coffee. Right. And so you do peppermint oil. So now I use peppermint oil. I put it out in my hand. I just inhale it in there and it makes me feel alive and gives me energy. And now I don't have to like drink coffee, and I'm saving $7 a day on a coffee with a drop of oil. Yeah. So you're sending them these nurture sequences. And if you'd like to try it for yourself, here's a link to the peppermint oil that we have, so you're sending educational nurture emails with the kind of an offer in there as well along the road. So you just continue to nurture them until they buy. And then I usually have them in like a buy or die sequence. So if they don't purchase something in 90 days from me after multiple attempts, I usually send them just a straight up email that says, hey, we love having you on our list. But we've sent you multiple offers and it doesn't seem like anything's really clicking for you. So, if you don't want to hear from us anymore, just hit that unsubscribe list. Here's one last discount. You have 48 hours to use it. If you don't use the discount, we're probably not a good fit. So we're just going to unsubscribe you because, it costs money to have you on our list.
Yeah. And also them, like the more people that aren't clicking on your links from your emails, and like that hurts your sender reputation and like, all that. So yeah, list cleaning. I could talk about
list cleaning
forever. So many lessons on that.
Well, you have so much more data than I do on, I can't imagine the size of your list. It's insane.
Oh yeah. We got a couple million. So there's a lot going on.
That's crazy.
Our whole business is built back to the whole point of the giveaways to build that list. And our whole business, every e-com business I've been a part of, has been all because building a list. And it's just to kind of wrap things up here, but it's so important because when changes happen on Facebook or Google or whatever. Like, I can't tell you how many times that my list has saved my butt. Like, when you get, 40, 50 employees and, all of your traffic's coming from Facebook and Google and stuff, and they make a change, like, your sales can drastically dip overnight until you figure out the next way. And I can't tell you how many times, like, having that email list, the SMS, and like all that has like completely saved my, and recurring subscriptions that I know we could both talk about that for everyone.
Yeah. What are you usually finding? One last question for you, since you have so much more data. I have a number in mind, but what are you usually finding what percentage of your income, of your business sales, come from your email list?
Around 40%. So a healthy number for your email is between 25 and 40.
Yeah, you're killing it with 40. That's amazing.
But we send out a lot of promos. But we send out less SMS. It's still a big channel for us, but email has gotten a little bit less personal, so you can kind of get away with sending out more promotions there. And of course, you still got to build a relationship. But
yeah, I love direct mail. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, super important. I love email, and we'll probably have to hop on and talk email again.
Yes, yeah, I'd love to.
That's a whole nother thing. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on the podcast and sharing everything about giveaway funnels and how powerful they are. So you're the giveaway secrets. I'm not sure if you're still offering that course, but if you are, is there anywhere that people can go to check that out?
Yeah, I'll give you a link to go to it. It's I think it's Giveaway Secrets Academy.
Okay.
.com. So pretty sure that's so I always forget, the actual link to it, but I think it's Giveaway Secrets Academy. They should be able to go there and get that. But I'll give you the actual link, and you can. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Or you can find Jeremy Friedland on social, and you can just message him for access to just Giveaway Secrets course. And then, of course, he has the Automate Pro, which sounds like he's implementing a lot of the stuff from that you can do with ManyChat in there. So be sure to check that out. Be very useful if you're wanting to implement some of these giveaway funnels. And of course, like all this giveaway funnel can all be implemented on CartHero.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out at CartHero.com. And if you have any questions, just reach out to one of us. We'd love to help you. See you guys.
Awesome.